Nyabotwe, na breaking news be AC between Aremeyaw and Nas, investigative journalist. Any Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, I believe say OTT news be Nyabotwe, yen breaking down this particular news. And mamo, na a court in USA, order Honorable Kennedy Agyapong say untia $18 million, and you see this so. $18 million. 18 million cedis crying sikaketwa na $18 million to Anas, Aremeyaw Anas for defaming.
Please note, and your note has been marked as free, and it says, Judge, in our initial findings, $18 million, and a breakdown, presuming $5 million, actual $5 million, and punitive $8 million. With your verdict and your note, your jury service in this case is complete. I truly have enjoyed working with you. You've been an attentive jury. Thank you so much for your service. You are discharged.
Judge, the defendant would like to thank the jury for their support.
Once again, Nyabotwe, let's follow this particular story. A very, very big story are taking over the world. So, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong making certain statements against investigative journalist Anas, Aremeyaw Anas. Now, issue that court in Ghana to which a few weeks or months ago, say, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong winning over Anas. Certain things in the sea, including say, say Anas, to which Anas declined into the ruling, in favor of Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Now the same issue, U.S. court against Honorable Kennedy Agyapong filed by Anas, Aremeyaw Anas. And also, and I just a ruling about what actually happened. Mama Yonko from the horse's own mouth, Anas, Aremeyaw Anas, in terms of the Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, at the fan in 2021.
Mr. Agyapong, in a desperate bid to silence me, labeled me a land grabber, an extortionist, a murderer, a tax evader, and a blackmailer who ought to be hanged. These were not just lies. They were calculated attempts to destroy my credibility and put my life in danger. While Ghana's legal system failed to deliver justice in 2018, the U.S. court upheld truth. This case was not easy. Proving defamation in the United States requires establishing actual malice by a clear and convincing evidence standard, one of the highest legal thresholds in the world. That the jury ruled 8-0 in my favor on every count is a testament to the fact that Mr. Agyapong acted with reckless disregard.
I believe someone could see the Honorable Kennedy Agyapong at the far Anas, Aremeyaw Anas, to which they have landed in court as a ruling about in favor of Anas, Aremeyaw Anas. I don't know, you say U.S. court system, once Mama this ruling there, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong would have a deadline to pay this particular amount of money. And I must story very, 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 very online. Because for say $18 million there. And yes, and also we believe say Honorable Kennedy Agyapong is capable. Definitely say ruling way about if there is any sort of counter and I say appeal be or that is also, I believe, possible. And in case you wonder why Honorable Kennedy Agyapong and Anas Aremeyaw trend there, a U.S. court are really in favor of Anas. Say Honorable Kennedy Agyapong in $18 million for defaming him by calling him an extortionist, a land grabber, a murderer, among others. And Sunny Beko, Adolfo, a Mama Inkutie from Anas Aremeyaw Anas's own lawyers. I just say, any Kennedy Agyapong, a lawyer called Banta, in a U.S. court, be a CA within the court. Vimba TV so, Emma.
Support staff that work out no. We are dedicating it to your case. It's no small matter.
I know. I've been there. It's not easy.
Before they will go to trial, no, there's mandatory settlement conference. I bet say at this maybe by this time no will be say ya grow no or commit to the right census and decide say this shouldn't go on because yes. And I acquire no unfortunately me and Anas disagreed with me, but I prepared a settlement memorandum that sought to settle this case for $18 million. Just like the jury came back. As you know, these days we have all kind of tools that we can use to predict certain things.
Before you go ahead, this is where the contention is, and people saying 80 million, others saying a year 30 million. Now when you read,
well, we'll come to that. Let me clarify. Let me just clarify.
Yeah.
Okay. Complaints the coin. Yeah, claim for $30 million, $30 million. Yes. And what I'm saying is that at the before the mandatory settlement conference, before the jury is empaneled, even though my client had firmly informed me he had no intention of settling this case because he believes that he ought to go to a jury of his peers to clear his name. But maybe let's just prepare our settlement memorandum, be thorough and be reasonable.
Yeah.
And